called out Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. Let's run it. Like, I'd be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Y'all keep talking about me fighting Jake Paul, man. Keep talking about that.
My response to them is just give them a couple more months, because I'm going to accomplish more things in just a matter of months, and I plan on doing everything in this sport that there is to be done.
Jake Paul's historic win against legendary heavyweight champion Mike Tyson has solidified his place as a legitimate fighter in professional boxing. Great names are calling out Jake Paul. By calling out Jake Paul, professional boxer Artur Beterbiev stated, "What can you do in the ring against the current undisputed champion? Just know that I am always open to any suggestions." Beterbiev said he wants to see what Paul can do inside the ring. That's a huge amount of people that the wizard marketer Jake can promote the fight with Beterbiev to. It doesn't matter that these aren't boxing fans and wouldn't know that it's a farce.
Canelo, how easy of a fight is Jake Paul? How easy of a fight is Jake Paul?
I don't want to say any bad things. I think he doing good things for his own team, but boxing is a little bit different when you fight in a real fighter. Yeah, real fighter. At this point, I'm not interested in that kind of fights. I always try to fight in these days, because it's very important for our people from Mexican days. So it's important. It's important to represent my country in these special days. No, I represent Mexico. That's why I try to not fight Mexican fighters. But at the end of the day, this fight is gonna be good for Mexico. So 2 Mexicans in the Cinco de Mayo weekend in Las Vegas. Everybody's watching us, so I'm very proud about it.
Jake Paul's meteoric rise has caught the attention of boxing's elite, with Mexican fighters eager to test his skills. Fresh off a knockout win, Paul didn't wait too long to call out his next opponent, Canelo Alvarez, and how a Puerto Rico versus Mexico clash could shake up the boxing world. With aspirations like these, Paul is setting up himself for something much more than being just a celebrity. He is aiming for a legacy.
What do you think of Jaime as an opponent? 43-0, 34 knockouts. He's only 27 years old. He's never fought someone like Canelo Alvarez. What do you think of him as an opponent?
He's a great fighter. He's strong. He throw a lot of punches. He have a winner mind. So it's gonna be a good fight, because he come with all and I come with all. So it's gonna be a very good fight. That's why I feel so proud about this fight, because you need to fight it with the same mentality to have a great fight. And I think this is the perfect fight to do it.
Does it excite you? Does it give you more motivation to fight a young up-and-comer who, doesn't have a loss yet on his record?
Yeah, of course. That motivate me a lot. That make me feel excited, because, I just want to show everybody who's the best and who is Canelo, and what I am in this point. So I feel very, very motivated. I feel excited, and I can't wait.
Pro boxer Canelo Alvarez has left the door open to fight Jake Paul in the future, saying maybe later, but he's currently focused on higher-level goals. While Paul continues to push for the matchup, Canelo emphasizes preserving the legitimacy of his career for now. Addressing Canelo on delaying in fighting with Jake Paul, Claressa Shields, another American elite boxer and mixed martial artist, blasted Canelo why he is not fighting with Jake Paul and advised him to just shut his mouth. She blasted that Jake is making a mess in the boxing profession, and this is his way of hustling.
Hey, you say you want to fight Canelo. Now, this is what I want to understand about the men's in boxing. Huh? This is what I want to understand.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
This is what the GWOT don't understand.
We'll let China.
If Jake Paul, right, and y'all complain and say, oh, he's not a real boxer, he's bad for boxing, this and that, he ain't that good of a boxer, why the hell y'all won't get in the ring and fight him and beat him? Couldn't no girl from YouTube come to boxing and say, oh, I'm going to be world champion, I'm going to beat Claressa Shields. And Claressa Shields don't get in the ring and whoop her ass and send her back to YouTube. Which one of you guys who Jake Paul is calling out, and I'm even going to say this for This is the king, Canelo. If Jake Paul is calling you all time awesome, he can beat you in a fight, why won't you just whoop his ass?
Yes. Like, for real.
Just do it. What is all this? Oh, he hasn't earned the fight with me. He isn't that great. He's not a real boxer. Well, show him he's not a real boxer.
Get some free money.
Shut him up. It's a check.
Another former professional boxer and real threat to Jake Paul, Andre Ward shows his willingness to fight Jake Paul. He calls out Jake Paul and admits his rise in boxing is more about creating events than competing at a true championship level. While respecting Paul's hustle, Ward challenged him to fight a real threat to prove his legitimacy, adding that his current path relies heavily on spectacle rather than skill.
I'm an old man now. I've been retired 7 years. I ain't touched a boxing gym in 7 years. Why y'all want me to fight Jake? Gotta say my name, though. I can't even entertain it. You gotta say my name. Ain't nobody said my name in 7 years. There's a reason for that. You gotta say my name. We might be able to talk about it. Maybe something I can think about, but it's time that bro start, you know, he gotta fight somebody that's a real threat, because we know he can sell. We know all of that.
Are you gonna bet on Tyson?
So I think I am gonna bet on Tyson, but I want to make like a side bet with you.
Okay, what's the side bet?
Okay, so if you win, then I'm gonna get a better tattoo. But if I win, then you gotta do a drag show and let me and Chelsea do your hair and makeup.
Oh hell no, I'm not doing a drag show. Absolutely not.
Okay.
When I win, you have to get a better tattoo, but if Tyson wins, then I'll get a talk to a tattoo.
Okay, I'm fair with that.
All right, deal.
Frustrated by a match between Jake and Mike Tyson, Francis Ngannou, lineal combat sports heavyweight champion, sees this fight as a robbery. On his Twitter account, he posted, "Next time I see this Jake Paul guy, I'm gonna give him 2 or 3 slaps." It can be predicted that Ngannou is looking to fight with Jake Paul. Gervonta Tank Davis, a strong warning for Jake, has officially called out Jake Paul for a fight by taking jabs at him after Jake Paul's fight with Mike Tyson. Davis criticized Paul for choosing to fight a retired 58-year-old legend, questioning the legitimacy of such a matchup. This led to a heated back and forth, with Paul mocking Davis's height and dismissing his comments as an attempt to gain attention.
You called out Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. Let's run it. Like, I'd be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Meanwhile, Colby Covington, also known as Chaos, expressed his willingness and interest in facing Jake Paul in the ring. Covington, a skilled mixed martial artist and former UFC title challenger, revealed that he has been practicing for a long time and is fully prepared to take on the YouTube star-turned-professional boxer.
You know, it was a spectacle. All the fans enjoyed the show.
You want to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd love to fight him. He's talked a lot of shit about me in the past. I'd love to see him back it up. For sure, that's all I've been practicing the last couple of years, just straight boxing, man. Boxing and wrestling. So I know I can mix up the hands and implement that Tyson Fury style where I really just drag on you, I wear on you, and I just get in the clinch and dirty box and just put the pressure on. No one can keep up with me. That's why they call me the cardio king.
In an interview, Covington bluntly said that Jake Paul didn't look like a real pro boxer, and he looked a little soft and doesn't have the years of experience that real boxers like him do. Covington said he'd use his cardio, boxing, and wrestling skills to wear down Paul in the ring soon.
I don't know. I think Jake looked a little soft tonight. He don't look like a real boxer, a pro boxer that's been training the last 10 years. So, you know, he needs to come see me one day. A guy that's in his prime that's going to walk him down and have that cardio. So,
did you expect him to knock Mike Tyson out tonight?
I did, yeah. I thought, you know, Mike's a little bit older. You know, he had a problem. You know, they had to push back the first fight because, you know, he had like a stroke on a plane or something like that.
Yeah,
so,
also,
I was just scared. I didn't want to see Mike get hurt. I'm happy he's walking out of that ring and he's healthy tonight. So, super happy. Everything went well, and you know, it was a spectacle. All the fans enjoyed the show.
You want to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd love to fight him. He's talked a lot about me in the past. I'd love to see him back it up. For sure, that's all I've been practicing the last couple of years, just straight boxing, man. Boxing and wrestling. So I know I can mix up the hands and implement that Tyson Fury style where I really just drag on you, I wear on you, and I just get in the clinch and dirty box and just put the pressure on. No one can keep up with me. That's why they call me the cardio king.
Yes, sir.
What happens if you fight Jake? How do you knock him out?
Just pressure, you know, get him tired. Look, he don't like to fight in the pocket. He likes to sit back, 1-2. You know, he sit back, 1-2, 1-2. That's all he's got. He ain't got a little bit of a hook, but I walk him down, I get in the pocket, I wear on him, I dirty box him, and I finish him inside 8 for sure.
All right.
Another potential threat for Jake Paul is pro boxer Terrence Crawford. but he hasn't posted anything to call out Jake, but recently tweeted his thoughts on Mike Tyson's performance in his exhibition fight with Jake Paul. Crawford expressed his admiration for Tyson, but was critical of the way he performed, saying, "I love Mike Tyson, but they give him too much credit. He looked like trash. To train that long and only throw 97 punches the whole fight is crazy. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt out there." Logan Paul has been very supportive and proud of his younger brother Jake Paul after Jake's victory against Mike Tyson in their highly anticipated fight. He also made sure to highlight the significance of the victory, noting how Jake had defied critics and proved himself against one of the best in the sport.
Logan, what do you make of Jake's performance tonight?
Absolutely stupendous.
What did you think of Mike Tyson?
I love Uncle Mike. He's just such a, I mean, like, that was impressive, no? Yeah. For a 58-year-old. Hi, how are you? That was. Yeah, he's like tough, proud of him, weathered the storm with a young brute named Jake Paul. I think Jake let him live. I do. He wants to fight you, bro.
Yeah, he wants to fight you next. What about that?
I think he wants money. I don't think he wants to fight me.
Would you take the fight?
No.
Why? Gotta say it.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Logan. One time, bro. Hey, bro, but I'm not the boxer. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Mike Tyson's previous opponent, Evander Holyfield, shared his perspective on the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson and expressed doubt about Jake Paul's overconfidence. While Holyfield acknowledged that Paul had the advantage of youth and speed, he also reminded everyone that Tyson's unpredictable power was still a threat, even with his age.
I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul have in all this, but you know he's gonna be a lot quicker if he stay close to Mike. Then his chance of winning gonna be great. But he try to stay back from Mike. He gonna get caught. Mike is like a snake. He'll pop out on you. He get there too quick. But if you charge him, you're gonna smother everything because everything he push off his legs. He push off his legs so he too close.
However, the legendary fighter Mike Tyson, still undefeated in the eyes of fans, came out strong, showing glimpses of his legendary power with some solid shots. But by round 3, his energy dipped, and the dominance he once had started to fade. Even boxing legend Manny Pacquiao was caught off guard by Tyson facing Jake Paul, predicting a clear win for Iron Mike. But things didn't go as expected.
Comes to mind.
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan? Logan, I think he said you might be next.
I'll kill you, Mike.
No, please, no.
It's on then.
Just don't step on his toes. Is all forgiven.
After Jake's shocking win, Mike Tyson didn't hold back. He called out Logan Paul next, challenging him to step into the ring. The tension is rising, and fans can't wait to see if Logan accepts the challenge. The Paul brothers are shaking up the boxing world, and it's only getting more intense.
The broadcast team was debating what you were doing with your glove. Was it a mouthpiece issue, or were you just biting on your glove? What was that? Can you tell us?
I have a habit of biting my gloves on the fight.
Why do you do that?
I have a biting fixation.
I've heard about that. I don't want to know more.
Meanwhile, Eddie Hearn didn't mince words, blasting the fight as a disservice to a legend like Mike Tyson. He argued, no one wants to see a legend like Tyson stuck in quicksand, sparking a fiery debate. Was this fight a fitting tribute to Tyson's legacy, or just a spectacle pushing the boundaries of respect for boxing? The controversy is real, and fans are divided.
Did you enjoy watching most of that fight? It was hard to watch, but it was always going to be like that. But it doesn't have to be. They're not making this for me. Look how many people turned up. Look how many people tuned in. So I can't knock it. It's just not for me. And that's not disrespectful. I love boxing. I don't want to see Mike Tyson stuck in quicksand. And he showed unbelievable heart, by the way. No one wants to see that happening to Mike Tyson.
About the 30 seconds that you saw, I mean, I know Jake Paul was.
They got pillows on.
Hearn further reflected on how the fight drew massive crowds and attention, but admitted it wasn't something he could enjoy. He highlighted the contrast between the entertainment value for casual fans and the discomfort it brought to purists who respect the sport's legacy.
They got 14-ounce gloves on. You know, I mean, he come out like a raging bull. But after that, he was gassed. But Mike's a legend, and he showed a load of heart, but you just don't need to see it, man. You know?
A lot of people just said, you know, I'm just here to just watch Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I get it. But maybe they haven't watched boxing for 35 years. and I haven't even had a drink. And love the sport more than anything.
Even former boxer Sean Porter didn't hold back when sharing his thoughts on Jake Paul's performance. He made it clear that his critique wasn't out of fear or a personal attack, but rather a straightforward analysis of Jake's skills and his place in the boxing world.
We're here with Sean Porter right after. Sean, what did you think? 8 hard rounds between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
I said this earlier because I did an interview and I said, you know, I sound like I'm going pretty hard on Jake as if I would get in the ring with him. If Jake called me out tomorrow, I'm not getting in the ring with Jake Paul. No, I ain't afraid, but I just gotta keep it real. The kid has no substance. If the kid has substance, we would have been entertained.
Porter went deeper, highlighting what he felt was lacking in Jake Paul's boxing style. He explained that true entertainment in boxing isn't just about throwing punches, but about creating moments that captivate the audience. According to Porter, it's about bringing something more to the ring, something that leaves a lasting impression beyond just the fight itself.
It's other ways to entertain people in the boxing ring other than just hitting somebody. You got no flash, you got nothing classy. And nothing jumps off of the screen. And I get it's Mike Tyson. I get you probably, and the script wasn't for you to knock Mike out, hurt Mike seriously, and none. I get that. But you got to figure out a way to entertain everybody.
Roy Levesta Jones Jr., multiple championship holder, also praised Mike Tyson's intensity, saying it showed he was serious about the fight. He also noted that while 2-minute rounds favor Tyson, Jake Paul's youth could give him an advantage as the fight progresses. Jones suggested Jake should focus on staying smart, keeping his distance, and trying to tire Tyson out by making him use his legs.
I mean, that's Mike. That's vintage Mike. I was glad to see it, actually, because it means that Mike ain't out here just going through the motion. He's serious about it, you know, so I liked it.
Yeah, like his energy was like very calming throughout the week.
Yes, it was until now. And the fact that it came out now, I'm glad to see that, because if I hadn't saw that, I would be worried that this fight may not even be for real.
How do you see the fight, given how Mike and you guys fought a few years back?
2-minute rounds are good for Mike, but Jake gonna get stronger as the fight goes because Jake's a younger guy. So I think Jake is smart to go out and probably try to box Mike earlier, but keep his distance. And if he can get Mike a little fatigued, make like Mike use his legs a little bit, try to get him, you know?
After Jake Paul's victory, the future looks bright, and the next steps will likely involve even bigger challenges and matchups. The win over Mike Tyson has elevated Jake's credibility in the boxing world, and now he'll look to build on this success. So what do you think is next for Jake Paul after this huge win? Will he continue to rise through the ranks, or is there a particular fight you'd like to see him take on next? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.